Alrighty guys, so welcome back. We have one more game to come up to find out who will be into the offline playoffs here between ESC and InFamous. Both have battled for hours to get into this position. It's a best of 5. And, well, ESC are coming in with a 1-map advantage just because they came through the upper side of things. And as you can see there, they're currently sitting at 1-0 because of that upper bracket route. They beat a good couple of teams, InFamous being one of them, and they've really racked up the victories on the way. So it is a bit of a rematch, but all in all, it's going to be a close game here, I can imagine. Nevertheless, I do believe I'm still joined by Alex. He is just gathering his thoughts towards this. He's there in the wings. He's waiting. He's waiting to come into this. How you doing, buddy? You okay? You still
I'm ready.
hard?
Yeah, I am so ready for this game. You've already mentioned this is a really important one for those guys. They've battled their way through. This has been a real evening for both of these teams.
Yeah, you know, ESC fighting hard, fighting well. But let's see if they can keep that up here, because we have got 8 seconds until we go live. So let's dive into game and find out who's standing on which side. So on the US side, it will be ESC, and on the Chinese side, it is InFamous. InFamous going for that cheeky little boost down. We are live into this. And let's see what they go for. A 3-man stag down towards that C side. This could be interesting, very different. Both teams looking to counter this as well. This could go very wrong for InFamous straight away if they don't get these kills in. But that rocket comes flying in from the backside from Heist. And at the moment, no sights capped over. What? Whoa, hold on. ESC didn't pick up the C site.
Did they run past it?
I think they did. Suddenly Jero's like, whoa, hold on. I think we need this one to do well here, because A is now in the hands of InFamous, and they're running back towards C to pick this one up. But there is a player now in the backside, and, well, Jero goes down to him. This is bad work. Tony could move in here. This is a huge mistake at this point, and this could cost ESC a lot of tickets.
So that's a real good start right now. Looking at the spread of players, obviously Tony's looking to question the integrity of this C site. Hasn't managed to do it just yet, but a BC hold this early for ESC. Somewhat a team we know can hold on to sites. We saw them do it on Shanghai earlier.
Yeah.
Someone like this, I feel like this is a very nice start. And the thing that they need to do right now is do what InFamous do best and just throw bodies at this B site. Because right now, not too much attention is being paid to it by the ESC side.
No, they're still containing the buildings, trying to work from that, but it's going to force a move out Doobie. He comes up, he gets denied by Tony. Tofi finds the frag, though. And we are seeing this being a very close game, but Jera on the hunt, looking around for one down by C. Gets the tag. I don't think he's going to get the frag here, and all in all, ESC do win out in the end on B. There's a couple of players still around, mostly thanks to Benny coming in with that ace-23, picking up the triple, and then getting the site to boot. So maintaining the 2-1, and hell, Hopsock's fancy's getting a little bit more aggressive as well, but it's going to be Jera playing the passive back spawn position here, trying to maintain this one, and ESC aren't playing very close to the site. They're playing from the inside buildings and just utilizing that BC setup that works these days. It certainly turns the game on its head, but it makes it hard work to maintain B. But Tofi seems to be doing a good job. Those rockets are going to start hurting soon, but nice shot on towards Heist there. Brings it back into hand. So B being challenged out, but all in all, good start from both sides. A little bit better off for ESC, as you can see reflected in those tickets.
Wow, those tickets have fallen fast. I'm a little bit surprised to see just how far they've fallen already. I'm pretty sure InFamous are going to be a little less happy than they should be about that one. I've actually managed to return it to an A-B hold. Not sure how quickly that's going to last, though, as we do see InFamous Heist over on that C flag and a swarm of blue for the ESC side on this B. So, going to be a pretty messy one if they do secure that B flag, because they're going to be left with this horrible A-C split. We've seen it work in the past, but it's not really one for a lengthy hold.
Brilliant play. Oh my god, on C, he waited for the cap and the push off the back of it and just came in for the retake. So well done then. And it's mostly because Jera, aka Pew Pew Turtle, moved up towards B, therefore allowing that back spawn to come into place. But at the moment, ESC looking really on point here. Maybe InFamous a little bit worn down. They've been playing a lot this evening, and they're just not really finding their footing here. They're going to focus on the inside building, focus on kind of make their way through. But an orthodox play from Benny and co. They're going to be working from those inside buildings, but they've still got Tofi out on the catwalk. So this could pay off, but the kill's just not coming in their favor at the moment. They might lose out on this B site.
Yeah, kills relatively level actually in regards to kills, but the ones that matter haven't really been. We haven't seen too much of them just yet. Looking at this kind of Tofi position, he yet again doesn't need to move. As I say that he has actually relocated completely out of ammo. Shows he's been putting such suppressing fire on this B side, not necessarily reflecting it in his kills, but Tofi 3 for 1 after using absolutely every bullet that he was given. So quite impressive to show maybe the accuracy there. So A and B still very nice start for InFamous. They still obviously have that deficit they need to recover from. We've seen them hold. Was it just if you've been here for the last half an hour, you saw InFamous hold the exact 2 sites for a very lengthy period of time. This time, actually, I don't know if it's going to be too good for them. They don't have the numbers. They've actually almost been fully wiped out. They're going to be respawning now on this A site. But still, that's going to change hands yet again. This is more the battlefield for we've grown to know and love with this BC hold. Nice play from Birds to secure C site. They're going to be questioned, though, by the man himself. Hup Sucks going to do nice work alongside Tony. Ace picking up the frag there. And real kind of, I was going to say tit for tat. I'm not going to. But it's still nice, kind of changing hands back to a level playing field on those tickets. Look at that, 101 to 101, and now it really is all to play for in this final.
Yeah, game on indeed. ESC not giving up just yet. Neither are InFamous. They are still fighting tooth and nail for this one. Hope's actually a little tucked in here. He's going to have to try and battle his way out, choosing that the rocket launcher was the best option. And Jera kind of going on the long side here, but he's got the gun to do the job, and he does pick up a double. Crema goes down, and risky play, but it might have just gifted them the B flag. They need to be careful of this back spawn. They're gifting this site over towards the opponents time and time again, just because they're not playing, and they're playing for the retakes instead.
You say they're playing with the retakes, and they seem to be doing that ever so well.
Yeah.
They're not really bothered about this site's initial capture. They're just ready positioning themselves to take it once that capture's gone down. And I think maybe, just maybe, we're going to have to see some sort of trip cap coming in here. If they play it right, they're considering it ESC swarming towards the A site. In the meantime, though, that C site is going to be taken by Crema unless Tofi pulls some sweet defensive play. He's finally realized that it has been captured.
Oh, Hop Sucks. He's got down behind 3 of them. He's got 1 down. He gets denied on the second, though. That could have been beautiful for him. But he's bought the time to allow his teammates to defend that highway push, and it's done the job. So, AB hold now for ESC, though.
Really level playing field right now. It felt like we had a great start from InFamous. Now, InFamous, excuse me. Straight away, though, ESC coming back with a vengeance. Looking very strong at the moment. InFamous starting to get a bit of a deficit now, setting themselves up nicely, ESC, with this BA hold. The question, Benny is just holding it so well. Oh, my days. Big play with the Ace 23. Going to go back now, looking to reposition himself. Doesn't want to have too many InFamous players are well aware of his position. Yeah. And so now with that AB hold, I have to say, this could start that ticket bleed heavy.
It certainly could. We're going to see if maybe InFamous can find their way back in. Right now, they're struggling. Jera doing the damage. Doobie pushing up through the middle of these buildings. Certainly the ACW are very strong in that hip fire. Going to drop out the nade, dead nade there. Allow his teammates to push around the backside. Not going to work out so well this time for Hupsucks. He did get the drop on 1, at least allowing Benny to push forward. Oh, but him going down has left A completely vulnerable, and that was a mistake if I've ever seen one. Look at this. No one there to defend it, and ESC could lose out on a good chunk of tickets here just because of that one slightly over-aggressive move coming out.
Yeah, and that's cost them Ace like straight away, really kind of paying the price, punishing them for their error, and that's exactly what you need to do, especially in such a fast-paced map like such as Dawnbreaker. You really need to kind of pick up on the enemy's mistakes as well as start to make the plays yourself. Right now, Benny's played it perfectly, going to be taking that C site, and it's all now on holding this B site, which is being done pretty poorly at the moment. Hupsucks is in a sticky sitch. He's going to go down. And look at how well they're going to be recovering from this. InFamous need to hold on to this. They need to get the AB split, sorry, and hold on to this one for as long as they possibly can, because Benny has other plans.
Yeah, Benny's been the man of the match for me so far. A good couple of triple kills, good couple of big individual plays. Doobie might have given away the game there and might force Melisium to come around on the rotate, and he's done just that. Melisium in the backside finds a tag, not the frag though. Benny spins around, gets the attention drawn, but they're stuck in between a rock and a hard place here. And, well, that hard place contains a flag they definitely need. Tony on the hunt, though, does find Benny, but it's going to be his teammate to pick up the second on towards the other. So, at the moment, very close game between these two. Unorthodox styles being switched up and around. Melisium finds the rather pointy side of the grenade coming out from Hupsucks there, and there we have it. A BC hold for now, but Heist in the position to pick up on C could make this a little bit harder work coming through, but the random respawns for ESC, not too bad, but being kind of flattened in the end by the players coming out from that B building in the hands of the Chinese side right now, InFamous. But kills galore for Benny once again. No surprise there. Melisium will fall as well. Crema and Melisium going down, and Benny has been an absolute monster. Normally we see this from the likes of Jera or Genja, whatever you want to call him. But today it's Benny picking up the short man, certainly living up in kills. Not necessarily to the height, but at the moment, BC hold, A looking vulnerable. This should be near on game here if they keep this one up.
Yeah, I mean, if you can secure it now, if they can keep these B and C sites, they're going to watch those tickets melt away for the InFamous side, and it's really going to be interesting to see how this affects both the confidence and the... I got Hupsucks fired a very nasty RPG straight into the face of Tony. think I'm a bit of a sucker for the engineer class in general. Right now, though, Birdzu's going to be doing great work on that B side. Kind of come into contact with Crema. His teammates there to pick it up the frag. And these altercations in B have caused a little bit of an upset in the ESC side. They're going to be trying to pick up the B side yet again.
Jera.
And look at this sneaky sausage yet again. Jera going to be making magic happen on that A side. Going to make the AB happen. And it's exactly what they need to do to cause those remaining 15 tickets to disappear like a magic trick. Benny, the man who was going to do some magic up B, had other plans, does go down quite quickly to the weaponry of the quite strong InFamous side, but not strong enough with only 11 tickets remaining. It's going to be a very strong threshold for the second half.
Yeah, this is a great bit of play from ESC. And the thing is, if you looked at ESC's gameplay, they certainly had moments where they weren't necessarily as strong as before, but they picked up a good lead here. I don't think they're in any danger of losing out on A or B. Therefore, they'll maintain around that 50-ticket marker as long as they don't lose out in kills or respawns. They just play it out smartly. And I've got to give credit also to Jera then in the end, picking up some great kills, very intuitive play, 51 on the half. Yeah, so InFamous in a little bit of trouble here. 51 ticket deficit on this map certainly can hurt you. We've seen it before. And, you know, InFamous didn't play a bad game. They just got bullied out time and time again. People like Tofi, 10-4. He played the boring role. He was the one on the catwalk. Didn't get much action, but he was supporting his teammates very nicely, playing very smart. Hupsucks, 19-16. You know, all these players, 16-7 for Jera. And obviously Benny, the man of the match for me, 17-12, picking up a good couple of those triple kills that gave them the sights, that opened it up perfectly. And are you still with me, Alex, or is your mic just like, no, it's time to go. My people need me.
I'm sorry, I am back. Hello.
Hello, mate. I'm going to buy you a new headset. You know that.
Oh, as like a welcome to Germany present.
Oof. Oof. Maybe. We'll see. I might have to get you like a little Hello Kitty headset or something. I think it'd suit you perfectly. But InFamous coming into the second half here, they need to kind of pull themselves back together if they want this one. They didn't play badly. They just got outplayed. You could see they tried to play the same style back against ESC. That was kind of holding them down, but they just weren't able to make it stick. They kind of struggled to make it really count when it mattered. And at the end of the day, that's why there's a 51 ticket deficit now against them. So considering there's already a one map advantage to ESC, this is looking like it could be a bit of an easier game for these guys. But I don't want to speak too soon. InFamous can turn things around if they need to. I think we're going live into the second half pretty soon, though. Yeah,
I mean, I just saw in chat someone saying this is InFamous map. Dawnbreaker is infamous in InFamous's. God, plurals are hard. InFamous's map. And so losing this would really kind of explain just how both upset they'll be and how this game might go. Bear in mind, of course, ESC do have that one map advantage coming from the winners bracket.
True. It's still a best of 5, so ESC would still have to pick up one other off the back of this if they did want to get it. But this is only the first half. Let's keep that in mind here. This is only the first half. Maybe things will change around. Maybe things can be adapted. But this time around, ESC are on the arguably easier side to start on. I feel they get the boost. They get to decide where they want to go. And Hupsucks fluffing the boost. Oh, no, that is terrible for ESC. Now they got a long old walk down towards that C side. It's a 3-2 split coming out from them. And, well, I wonder if InFamous are ready for this one.
Oh, very nice strategic nades there from InFamous. Trying to put a big stop in the otherwise aggressive InFamous side. Oh, sorry, telling a porcupine. The ESC side, they have changed sides. Let's not forget that. So B and C hanging out. Hupsucks is actually coming up from behind him. He's in a great position. He's positioned himself nicely. Bullets aren't going to connect, though. And it's going to force him to relocate, but his whereabouts are truly known. B and C obviously now quite firmly in InFamous's hands. See how long they can hold on to this, but look at the bleed go. Not a single ticket dropped for the InFamous. What a strong start.
Yeah, perfect start. I think it was a little bit of the mistake coming out from ES there.
Well, I mean,
really, really hurting.
ESC.
But Jera tried to go on a cheeky little flank, didn't work out too well, and Hupsucks still in a good position, though. He can get some respawns down here and start working across. Benny's going to pick that one up and start helping him out. But the ace coming out from Tofi does the job regardless. So all in all, they're going to have to build up from scratch here. 1 minute in. They've lost out on a good chunk of tickets, but still, 51 tickets is the threshold for the InFamous side. Currently, as you said, only losing out on 2 pretty much so far. So big performance, but they need to be able to keep it up. And I think we know that Jera looking to do some damage now. Hupsucks coming around on the roadside, going to try and take down some of that cover, but regardless, he falls on his own grenade. So really not a good bit of play coming out from ESC so far. Kind of tripping over themselves a bit.
Yeah, and look at this very smart play, just accepting that they've lost C, rotating towards that A site, and now here comes poor old Heist. He's got to defend from a 3-man push from ESC. It's a very integral part. Now, this could be a very key determinant of where this game goes, and he started brilliantly, takes down Doobie, looking for the second, didn't quite find it onto Toffee, and now Toffee's going to be trying to defend off, well, defend the defenders, as Tony's going to be coming around that corner, and look at that.
ESC might get a trip cap from this. Oh, there we go. Maybe not then. Birdzu denied that, but it could have been a triple cap as a
Could have
turnaround.
been
They
a
had
huge
C.
slip up.
Yeah, and now Tony's in a great spot, though. He can maybe stop him rotating down to build speed to help him out, but this spells trouble. It's a 1v2. It's a very scrappy start between these. It's mistake after mistake more than anything, and Doobie was in trouble. Benny Carey on the backside tried to slow him down, and the recap on towards B from Tofi might help this one out, but ESC need to deal with the threat that's coming towards A. Doobie fluffs the shot. Hubsucks goes down. They've got B, but they've lost out on C. And hell, they lost out on A as well. This is a bit of a shaky performance now in the second half from ESC. Not having the potency that they did on the first time around.
Nice
Tofi
nade.
does find one, but at the moment, a little bit shaky play. And Hubsucks got for a bit of a long-range shot there with the that CZ3A1 in hand. Stubby and muzzle break, not exactly the best long-range weapons, but making it count. And right now we're going to see a BC hold coming out from ESC. Maybe not the one they wanted, but you can see the commitment now towards A.
I mean, I'm starting to see why people said this is InFamous's map, they shouldn't be losing it, because they look to know exactly what they need to be doing. As I say that, however, you have to see that, recognize that BC hold has been made permanent. Nice play there, defending the InFamous on towards C side. A is under scrutiny as well. There's going to be a very big wipe, 4 men down for the InFamous side. Big start from ESC, and they're even looking for a trip cap here, and it's most likely going to become a reality. For how long is a completely different question. A is on trouble.
Yeah, Hubsucks, though, playing smart. He's rotating around, using the correct positions, but he gets caught out. He trusted in Doobie to cover him off. Doobie lets him down, but finds Krimmer in the end. But at the end of the day, InFamous had the rather lucky A spawn, slightly less likely than back at C. But they should have realized that. They've got a man back here watching it, Benny, but maybe didn't clock on too quickly. And this could cost them the B flag as well. And there comes the push out on the catwalk.
No.
Somehow, Tofi comes out on top of that. Flat exchange, revive comes in, and the pressure is not stopping from InFamous. These guys want to get this map done and dusted. 86 tickets left with ESC, but InFamous fighting hard here. It's a matter of endurance these days more than anything, and Hubsucks has the opportunity to do what he did before. Go for the cheeky A pickup. He's got the spot. Oh, he's been spotted out, though. He's not going to get away with this one, but it might lighten the load on towards B at least.
Yeah, but talking of that, you've seen 4 players, all from ESC, all considering that B side. They know just how hard it can be to make kind of dig your heels in and hold it. This time, though, they're on the offensive. They know they just need to kind of find, I believe it's only Krimmer and Birdzu who are really around that site. Still, they have been strong players. They're proving it right now. Krimmer takes down Doobie, was kind of the leader of that attack. Still didn't stop them picking it up, though, so that's a nice start from the ESC side on towards the B. But this is going to be a bit of a brawler on Malicium?
Yep.
God, that is a mouthful. Just have the revolver in hand. Haven't actually seen any kind of swaggy revolver plays just of yet, but looks like he might be trying to bring one home for me. Not just yet, though. Tickets still ticking away. There's still like kind of 20, 30 tickets between these players. It's really just going to be fluctuating constantly as Doobie's going to be making an offense towards A. Such a hard shot to hit. Just the tip of the defender's head can be seen, and he's not going to be able to find it just yet. In the meantime, though, Krimmer on the outside going to fall quite swiftly to Toffee. Didn't mean he'd have to pay quite a price for it, though. And now, with Hubsucks on this B site, we could be seeing that nice BC hold. For how long, though, is a different matter. Oh, nice play from Hubsucks. Didn't actually get phased by the returning fire. And actually, could we be seeing a bit of a trip cap?
We certainly could. Birdzu might slow that one down, taking Hubsucks out, but there's still Jera back here by C. So it could change around, and Doobie not expecting the back A spawn. Again, this might catch these guys out, but Doobie comes around and gets a couple of shots off, goes down in the end, and Malicium still in between. A couple of these players going to catch him out. 2 sites now being contested, and Jera's going to have to go pretty damn huge. Malicium shuts him down, and it's now down to ESC. Where are they going to focus? Where are they going to head towards? They've got to make this one count. And Hubsucks waiting it out, playing smart. Tofi probably telling him no one's crossed yet. They're still right near me here. And Hubsucks getting ready for the crossfire, getting Aaron to push in. Oh, he fluffs it as well. Complete mistake then. And Jera's just going to go for the push.
Goodness gracious me, this is such an exciting game. Not only, but primarily because we know that both these teams have met before, and we have to remember that ESC took this map first.
Yes.
The last time these teams met, and this is earlier today, I'm not talking about some past game, earlier today, InFamous looked awful on this map, and right now they are leading the fray. 30 ticket advantage, looking very strong, and with the way they're playing it right now, I'm questioning how they lost it in the first place.
Yeah, it's certainly something that does make you wonder, but they still do have that 31 ticket, sorry, excuse me, 51 ticket deficit, if I'm not mistaken. My eyes hurt. I think it's 51.
Let's say 51, yeah.
I think it's 51. They're still pretty close on this. You know, if they drop below 51, they are on the US side. They're done here, or at least on this map, and that would give a big advantage. But I think I've got to say, InFamous are playing this one better. They're just not necessarily transferring it to sites consistently. But at the moment, ESC only have one flag. It is a Hubsucks just moving and gets the tag on towards Tony. Spotted out another player, knowing the Birdzu will be here. Should get the drop. He gets it, and that's big play from Hubsucks. Key player this time around. Not going to get the follow-up, though, as Toffee trying to move in now. Hunting down the players. Should have got the revive sooner. Has to go back for that one. Benny now out on his own on this C flag. Trying to dance around with Melicium. They need this flag to get this one going. Good work from Benny on the side. Double comes in. And they even have players waiting to defend on A. This could be the final push coming out for InFamous if they don't make this one count.
Yeah, look at Hubsucks' position. He's actually questioning this B's integrity. Does it? So very lucky to be alive. Surely someone's going to be coming up from behind him. It is. It's Toffee going to be coming to back him up. And now this is a very, very nice play from ESC. Looking to level that playing field just a little bit more. Obviously, they do have that advantage. Only 10 tickets really away from it. So they could be going ESC's way. Despite InFamous looking indeed stronger. Yeah, indeed. ESC making a lot of slip-ups. But that might be kind of, you know, example of just how effective that first half win can be. With those 50 tickets, they've got a little bit of a margin for error, as it were. As right now they are still looking strong. B goes down though too high. Melicium with a great frag on towards Hubsucks. And he's on to Doobie as well. So look at that B site going to be coming back under control. And this trip cap is going to keep going. I think this is all over and ESC have taken it.
I think they have as well. They're even saying GG's in chat already. That is the second map in theory down. 51 ticket deficit has been reached and smashed. As ESC leading now with 2 maps to 0. They did come in with a 1 map advantage through coming into this final game in the upper side of the bracket. So they need 1 more in this best of 5. They'll get 3 maps under the belt. I feel bad for InFamous because they did play substantially better this time around.
Yeah, I was thinking the same. It really was a completely better InFamous side, but I guess ESC, it feels like they play more like as a unit than we do see from InFamous. Admittedly, they do still seem like that kind of team that are quite good when they play together.
Yeah, they have the cohesion, but you know, for me, I don't know. This is quite dangerous. What's the next map coming up here?
Next map is apparently Zavod.
Oh, well, that's worrying. Remembering what the CZs did. Let's be serious here. That, you know, if once again ESC pick that one up and play a little bit, that could be trouble. So. Oh,
actually, I'm told a Porcupine. It's Shanghai then Zavod if he does go to another map.
And the thing is, normally I'd say InFamous are really good on Shanghai.
Yeah.
Normally one of their better maps, but we saw them being atrocious today. They got absolutely spanked on it. So it's hard to predict this these days. It's literally down to how these guys come into the server in that one instance. You know, are they as strong as before? Are they as focused? You know, are they tunnel visioning towards the wrong sites? Because the AC setup they constantly went for was just ridiculous. It never paid out. ESC spanked them on it, and we might see that again today, or at least in this game. But still, ESC 1 map now away from getting towards those offline finals. You know, the nerves might start kicking in now. You know, it's do or die time for them. They are on the verge of picking up, and a phrase that I feel applies to most games. It's the last hurdle that's generally the hardest. You know, that last round, if it's, you know, in CS, in any game, that last final round always seems to have the most pressure on it, and it comes true in the last map, especially if this is where ESC want to take it. It was a strong map for them before. I'm hoping they can do it as a strong map again. But your predictions on this one, who played a little better, InFamous or ESC to you?
ESC, just because of the way they held B. I mean, everyone's in chat saying ESC comeback, and it was an ESC comeback. They looked pretty weak just in those initial captures, and it's something I'm sure ESC are going to maybe try and kind of tidy up a little bit going into this one. But I definitely see ESC. If they can hold B half as well as they held it in the first instance of this game, it's going to be 3 maps, easy ESC win.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. We got Swain on the teams, obviously, to get themselves ready, talk things through on this map. As I said, generally, in my eyes, InFamous should have this if they go off previous performances, excluding that one just a couple of games ago. I think that was very out of character for them. But today, I think ESC have been playing better performance-wise. We're going to have to wait and see what start they go for, because ESC did this really nice start. They were very solid on it. But we are going to be just starting this one up in any second now. So once it restarts, we'll be going live. So guys, do let us know your predictions. Obviously on Twitter, go through to @TheyCallMePansy for myself. Let me know who you think is going to pick this one up or over there. Head over to Machini TV. Words are really difficult today.
Oh, you plugged me nicely, despite me not being on their screen right now.
Yeah, you know, do that and then head over to our Twitters. Check it out. Check out all the brackets prior to that at esl-1.com/battlefield. And you'll get to see all the cups, all the brackets, all the VODs, all the information, all the articles, and all that good stuff. as we are now ready to get underway into what could be the final map here between these two if ESC do manage to do the deed. And let's find out. They'll be starting on the Chinese side here, down in the south. In the north, in blue on the US side, it'll be InFamous fighting to stay in this one. Well, they actually might go out here without even making it to the offline stages.
Okay.
So, prediction. Last
Yep,
one.
let's see. I've already called it ESC. I think unless InFamous pulls some completely revolutionary strategy out of the bag and just absolutely out, we're going to be seeing this go in a very swift three. Oh, swift. I think it's going to be a close final map. But let's see what the numbers game suggests right now. ESC, they know they've got the numbers to stack towards the A side, looking to defend that. We know how much the InFamous side like to play that straight. You see an idle exchange in mid. In the meantime, B is secured. A, B is held. This is what they held so well in the past. This time, Benny's got a lot of work on his plate. He's going to be taken down shortly. Does so as he falls. That is going to maybe open up the A side. Are we going to see a little rotate towards the C? Toffee's thinking about it, but Tony is there to receive him. And nice, very nice play from InFamous. Can't take it away from them. They managed to get across that street quite quickly, but maybe that C site is going to be swapping around. We're going to see a little switcheroo.
Yeah, most definitely. Jera had that back spawn. Tofi had the option to do it, as you noted, but I think he was more careful of, keeping eyes on B, allowing Doobie to get back into position as best he can. He's a little late to the marker, and the fire is coming in. You can see he's already under pressure here, nading out, trying to get some support through, but players like Heist making it hard. Him going down will open up the route for the likes of Hupsucks to push around the backside, gets one, goes for the tag on the second, but Melicium will deny, but it does allow a little bit of work now to come out from ESC. They can start getting back into position this time. InFamous struggling to make it through on the street. Jera around the side does pick up the kill, and that is a nice bit of play from ESC to re-pick up where they left off, get C, get B, and then work their way down towards A.
Rock and roll. So tickets relatively level at the moment, seeing that BC hold looking pretty good for ESC. I think that's something that they can make work. It's just that kind of threat of that back spawn. We've seen Heist get it this time. I'm going to jump in with him from InFamous, and obviously he's got the potential now to cause an upset on this B side. Coming in from behind, it's going to be kind of Hupsucks. He's going to get caught up, and he's going to go down. Oh, I eat my words. The CZ demonstrating its power there. And despite catching him off guard, Hupsucks gets on top of him with the CZ. Very nice play from him, keeping hold of that B for just a couple of seconds before it falls yet again, this time into an InFamous hands.
Yeah, Tofi's still around though. He's trying to make a bit of a statement out of this. Jared does fall, and maybe it's game back on. Tofi would have to go pretty damn huge. He's got one. It's Hupsuckers and Tofi to claim B as their own. They're going to turn that one over. Doobie is back up. They still had C. And this is worrying for InFamous. They're starting to struggle, and suddenly they'll have that remembrance of how it went last time when they're struggling to break through that street push. If it turns around, and I think InFamous get left with C, we'll see the game going swiftly out of control. I don't think they'll be able to handle it personally, and ESC making it stick now. They're very good at this B hold, and I think ESC just need to lock this one down carefully. They need to play slower, careful, just play smart, then they got this. Don't overextend, don't overdo the job, and just leave it to those CZs to rip up as close as they can on those streets. And they're playing so well, carefully and occasionally pushing the street, keeping these guys further back. And I think they're going to go for that A exchange. I think Benny should maybe make a stand or fall back to support B, and then leave the others to pick up A. But they're going to make, I think that's Jera do the job over by B. So leave Benny a little aggressive, but he's done the job, and well, he's got the gun out there. He's got the Magnum.
I want to see a Magnum kill.
Well, there you go.
Clinical headshot bonus as well. Just completely expose the brain of his enemy, and he's gonna that's gonna mean he falls though, losing that site. Gonna be losing the C one, but kind of be quite happy with the A site in return.
Back A spawn. That's
well,
so lucky from Kremer.
Yeah, from Kremer. Oh, I see. Oh, he's on towards this A site. I don't know how long this A site is gonna last. Actually, look at the way Doobie's gonna come around this corner. He's got potential to take them both down. Oh, and I don't believe it. Doobie goes down to Tony. That's gonna be a nice free A site, and it looks like that C site's under scrutiny as well.
Yeah, this could be a turnaround. That back A spawn is so unlikely to have coming into play, but it happened, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Now Jera has to play defensive duties, cleaning up on Melicium there with that Ace 23 to hand, just takes him down and reclaims the street. And still, Tofi being the statue on B, just locking it down, playing smart, not moving too far away, and you can see he's got some pressure coming in from that south side there. He's got some support coming through as well, so they should be able to hold on to this unless someone breaks out individually.
Yeah, and talking of individual players, the player we haven't seen too much of this time is the man himself. I'm going to say Tony. He did great stuff in the past. This time, Tony sounded a pretty mild scoreline, 3 for 7. But I mean, looking over at the other team, we see ESC, we see Pew Pew Turtle. That's all he's going to be called, and of course Hupsucks as well. Both with kind of in double figures, and they're really doing big stuff for their team. And with a scoreline like that, 50 tickets left, they're looking to set an undefeatable margin in this first half.
See, the problem is, this is the hold that threw InFamous off completely. They were left down towards C. They could not break through the street. They're having a little bit better luck on it this time. Melisium looking hungry, but only finds Jaren. It's not gone well, but these three men looking like they want to go, sod it, let's get over towards A. But can Doobie hold on here? He knows this is one. He gets the first. Heist goes down. And he's actually held on to this, and this is where they struggle, InFamous. They're taking so much time in mid, getting these respawns in, that they're down to 40 tickets, Alex. This is going very badly wrong.
Yeah, it's certainly going south very fast. Look how confident ESC are looking. We called it ESC, looking to wrap it up in 3 maps. Maybe they've got somewhere else to be, because ESC just seem to be playing out of their minds. They know what they want to do. They want to secure this as fast as possible. And you also have to consider how InFamous are feeling kind of in that mental mindset right now.
Yeah, it's got to be weighing heavy on. And the cheeky thing with ESC is they're even happy just to rotate a player up towards C, because they know they can be a pest there, leaving it to the likes of Benny and Hupsucks to clean up down by A. Maybe switch over, but they're hedging their bets. Smart play from ESC. They're not going to lose the 2-1. Doobie can just sit here and get this one in the bag. They might be challenged on towards B, but the time limit left, it's not looking good. 3-man clean wipe, however, comes in for InFamous, but still 113 tickets. That's a long way to fall there for ESC, and I think in the moment, this is going to be a tough task for InFamous to turn this one around.
They are setting the bar so very high. I think InFamous are going to be really kind of addressing. I'd want to take a short break. I don't want them to, but I'd want a short break after this half, as it's been complete pain for the InFamous side. The Frenchmen are going to be maybe wanting to go back to the drawing board a little bit on this one. They struggled with it last time. You have to remember that. It's not like this is a sudden turn of events, albeit it's a little bit more drastic this time. But, I mean, this has been something InFamous have been struggling with throughout the day.
Yeah, but Hupsucks has a choice to make now. Does he go for the solo B take, or does he defend C? And I think he's going to have to turn his attention to C here, because otherwise they're going to get trip capped. Hupsucks needs to defend this one. And he's waiting out, trying to play for the kill. Oh, he goes down to Heist, and this is a trip cap for InFamous. Maybe it's not over just yet. 88-13. We've seen bigger games been turned around before, and it looks like Jero wants to stop that.
To think I had a hammer and nail out right into the InFamous coffin. I thought I was about to send them home, but they're looking like they might be able to hold on to this triple cap just long enough to set themselves up on that A-B hold. And I think that A-B hold might just put them in good stead. I still feel those ticket lead is going to be real harmful to this next second half, but right now, the lower they can get that 72 number, the happier we're going to see the Frenchmen.
Most certainly, and to be fair, ESC are struggling to make it off this C site. They're trying to push down, they're trying to do what they can, but they've been met and held in their tracks. Jera last time was a key factor in breaking through. This time the nades just trickling down towards his feet, and it's quite an aggressive hold from InFamous. They're very much up in their faces. I probably wouldn't play that style, you know, with those CZs against me, but regardless of that fact, they got the squad wipe, 61 tickets. That's a big difference from 100. This game is getting brought back all even. Barely a ticket lost for InFamous. They are taking care of every single point they have, and you see them desperately trying to make it across the street. They might have to throw in the towel on this one and go for something else, because at the moment they're being held in place by InFamous. Crema finding Doobie. Tofi being a little bit more sneaky on this one. He knows there's a player around. He's going to go for the challenge, but he goes down in the end. Melisium with a double, and suddenly it's game on.
ESC just seem to be completely stumbling at the final hurdle right now. Doobie, last man standing at the moment for this in an almost squad wipe. They're going to be spawning on him, as they're going to be trying to make their kind of some sort of progress across the street. And it's almost like we're seeing the same problem that InFamous had. Suddenly they've got the right positions, the right timing on their peaks, and they can't get across the street. The street seems to be this kind of immovable object for them right now. Hupsucks is considering crossing. He's going to get relatively close towards this site, but he's going to be under heavy scrutiny. He goes down quite swiftly as well. And I do not believe my eyes at these tickets.
31-11.
What is going on?
Not done just yet. Finally, a little bit of a breakthrough on that west side of the flank, and Doobie pushing around Benny and everyone else desperately trying to make it across, but InFamous are holding on. Finally, Doobie gets the kill they needed, and this might open up just a touch, but still, look how close this is in comparison. C now being challenged. Oh my word, it's not done just yet. We've got A going on, we've got B being challenged, and C turning hands. I think this might be the final push. If InFamous want to turn it, they need to turn around and get back towards B pretty much right now, but 20 from almost 100. What a display.
It's incredible. I mean, credit to InFamous right now. They got the ideal AB hold, and they just held it so well. It's almost unbelievable how well they managed to hold it. I think for some reason, it was also ESC.
He's not done yet. They got the wipe.
Were they getting panicky? I feel like they just...
Alex,
threw it
it's
away.
not over just yet. Still, A just being held, no more respawns available, C being challenged. It might get a little even closer from that, and those last-minute nerves coming into place, that last hurdle being the hardest. 2 to 9, ESC needs some respawns. They've only got 2 players up. InFamous a full squad. They could do this one. Melicium on a mission, taking down player after player, getting out towards this C site. Can he turn it around? No! Too little, too late, but 8 tickets left from 100. My God.
They were on. I've got my head in my hands. You can't see me, but they were on 10 tickets to 80, and we end with 0 to 8. I am so impressed by the way InFamous played that. So you guys in chat, I can see you guys. Comeback is real, and it certainly is. And we were just writing off InFamous there. And I mean, to their credit, they completely made me eat my words.
Dear Lord. That was not what I expected. Not at all.
None of us.
No, not really. Fair play to them for pulling it off, but you know, I think ESC let their foot off the gas a bit then. They made a mistake. They thought game 1, you know, they're down to 10 tickets. So what? We can do this. 2 squad wipes and we've won. Not the case.
Nope.
Not the case at all. You can't give these guys an inch because they'll just end up taking a mile. And that's exactly what they did. So ESC need to step up now. If they can go from the very start like they did before, InFamous are in trouble. But InFamous have the kind of the grit and the passion to really push it through, even with only like 10 tickets left remaining. You know, at the end of the day, 8 tickets on the half, it means nothing really to these guys. You know, we saw those 2-to-1 holds, the effect that they can have from one side to the other. The game is certainly on, and what a way to find out who'll be joining us in the offline finals. This could still be the last map if ESC pick it up. Otherwise, we're going to the next one, and it will still stay the same. Basically, ESC are on map point, so one more map and they win it. So, I think we're going to go straight live. Yeah, there we go. Even ESC saying awesome comeback. I don't think they can say much about it other than just accept the fact it happened. So the Chinese side will be InFamous, who do have the slightly better spawn for the AB hold. And ESC have to pull off something damn impressive. So I'm going to sit on board with Hupsucks here and see what he takes us to. But all in all, bit of a turn of events.
I'm so impressed, yeah, and as is ESC. Like you said, InFamous are obviously just going to be really happy with that one. A team that works off momentum, being given momentum like that, could be dangerous. And I'm really excited to see where this takes them. Going to be heading straight towards that B side. Going to be a bit of an altercation. Going to jump on with Kramer here for the InFamous side, ready to receive these incoming players who are considering it. He's going to catch a glimpse of at least 1 or 2 crossing towards that side. I believe it's Toffee, but that's a fast AB cap for InFamous. We're going to wait for the dust to settle before we say that's a successful start. But it looks to be the case. Very little bloodshed for the InFamous side. 3 kills, 5 deaths. In the meantime, only 1 kill on the ESC side. Very slow off the mark this time for the side that looked so strong at the start of the first half.
Yeah, 138 tickets to 150. They're pinned in mid. They're stuck in that terrible position, but they've got a good route now down on the west side. If I can use my words, if only. They might be able to turn this one around. Jared, why are you giving away the game by shooting like that? Just play smart for the flag pickup rather than anything else. He's got a good chance at A, though. Going to nade through. Leave Hupsucks to push him first, and then support him, baiting him out like a champion. Scumbag Jera, and then comes in with the assist towards the end. Finally, they break through on towards A. ESC finally getting into the game. Near on squad wipe against InFamous, who are left down, probably down towards C or maybe the B flag. Let's see what they can do from this.
Okay, look at that. Only conceding 5 tickets so far. InFamous just seem to be really... I don't know, it's like they just injected something into their veins and are just playing back like they were... Well, I'll tell you what it is, it's momentum. That's what they've been given. Look at this deadly trip cap from ESC. I need to stop using it, you're absolutely right. But at the moment, Doobie...
I love that one.
He's actually coming to it. There's 4 players around A site, and he's actually going to be hanging around, staying alive just long enough to keep those 4 players there. He's keeping 4 people busy on that A site, and that's exactly what you need to do in a trip cap. Make it last as long as you possibly can. In the meantime, surprisingly, not going down on that C site is Melicium. And he's going to be dancing around. He's under some serious heavy fire in towards the mannequins, actually. He's made some friends in the shop. He picks up a cheeky double with the AEK, and he's not going to stop just there. Gets a 3rd as well. This man single-handedly has cleared this C site. Do not believe my eyes. People are going to be spawning on him, and rightfully so. They're going to bring that one under their control. A and C now, as Hupsucks has been given a gift of a spawn towards that A site.
Unbelievable stuff, but yeah, Hupsucks' spawn was a bit of a godly gift coming out, and B does stay in the hands of ESC more for how long than anything. Benny trying to push out there, trying to get into a better spot, maybe challenge on towards C, but right now A is being won out by ESC. Very close game still. I don't feel the dust has even settled yet. Still very much up in the air, and look at Birdzu right round the back here, forcing Jared to fall back and watch the push out. Oh, the spawn comes in. Terrible spawn for Heist, and That could go very wrong now, as Jera has to put that nade out, get the reload in, and then get a little bit closer. But he's not expecting to be met with 2 players. He gets the first, goes for the second. He gets denied the second, however. As, of course, Melissa, I'm not going to give that one up. This kid's an absolute beast. But the B-C hold firmly in place right now.
Ooh,
and we still see Tofi there.
Yeah, look at this. Somehow this triple cap is still going on. It all seems to be on Hupsuck's shoulders right now. He's single-handedly just holding this together. Teammates are jumping in on this as well, and they're well aware that if we can just hold this A side, this trip cap, this bleed is going to go for the long haul. Right now, InFamous can do nothing but set their sights on this A site.
Yeah,
Hupsuck is finally going to go down there.
Moving in on the flank there, him and the team is finally cleared out, but that took so much time. But why are they spawning in on C? They should be reinforcing the B flag, but maybe trying to stop InFamous on that street cross. But Hupsuck's a little late to the party here. He's going to go down, and this means B is looking vulnerable. It's a back and forth game. Every single second is going from one team to the other. InFamous winning out on the kills so far, but not claiming the site just yet. But they keep this up, it certainly will do. And there we go, Melissa moving in, and they just completely sweep through that B flag. And ESC showed a little bit of class then, but just got completely reminded
that... They made it look so easy, didn't they?
They really did. Unbelievable stuff. Big spawn in, though, on towards Tofi. A's back on the cards. This is going all over the shot.
I mean, I'm still kind of flabbergasted. I'm going to use that word just because, I mean, we've seen 80 tickets spent without a team managing to assault on B. And suddenly, with ESC all set up, all quite happy on that B site, we just see an incredible retake from InFamous. And I just don't know why that hasn't happened sooner. Obviously, maybe it was just the luck of the cards. But right now... Hello. Looks to me going to retake this B site at the cost of C, and it's a worthwhile trade. Unless, of course, Tony's got other plans. He's going to have to be forced down into that showroom. He goes down as well, as does Kremer. And that AB hold begins, and it's something we want to see. See if they can hold on to. ESC have done it in the past, but right now that A site is wide open. And InFamous are going to kind of cross that street a little too easily, I think. Something that they previously struggled with. Not this time. Kremer for InFamous is going to be taken down. The only man really left on that A site, forcing the rotate from Pew Pew Turtle, but he is having absolutely none of it. He's just going to hold it, heist the man behind the capture, and quite wisely, quickly rotating back towards that B site. An AC hold, and those tickets, you have to remember there is that slight advantage to the US. 8.
Yeah, but Jera waited his time out by A. He's played it well, he's played it smart, and he gets in towards A. B is now down to a 1v2. Benny going in for the kill, gets a hip fire, doesn't get the shot off. He's only got 2 bullets in this clip. He needs to reload and then go back in for the challenge. Kremer comes around, but Kremer wins out. And now Tofi has to pick up the mantle. He found the first, nades out for the second, buying time for respawns and reinforcements, and I think Hupsuck's made it there. There's the triple cap for a second. ESC still fighting tooth and nail for this. It's coming down towards that B flag. Generally, ESC a little bit stronger on this one, but finally Tofi clears it out, and we're going to see the A-B hold in position. This could start hurting now for InFamous. They're a little far out, they're on C, but I wouldn't write them out just yet.
I certainly wouldn't either. I mean, this is looking great at the moment for the ESC side, and obviously they know everything is on the line here. They don't want to go to another map. They desperately want to avoid that, but they're so aware that no matter how big they make this lead, just after how well InFamous played those last 10 tickets, it really is anyone's game. So they're really going to be putting the 100% in, and I don't know why they even need to question that, because at the moment the way they're playing kind of is indicative of that. Hello, Heisto. Hello, big assault. Malicium is there to back him up as well. Heist goes down. That's not going to stop this B offense. The flag is going to be falling fast, and it's exactly what they need to be doing. In the meantime, though, Malicium holding steady, looking to defend as well as possible. He's going to go down to the burning car, or alongside it, rather. And we do see a potential trip cap. Yeah, this is going to be exactly what the doctor ordered for ESC. And I think it's going to be a real struggle now for InFamous. They need to choose their strategy right now very quickly. As a shot caller, where would you be sending your men?
From C towards B as fast as possible. They want to make that quick rotate. 35 tickets minus 8. Because there's still that slight advantage. And ESC know that, going to try and make it cost as many tickets to get across as possible. Hupsuck's just pistoling away, trying to buy time, trying to make sure they have to fight for every step they take, making it a couple of seconds longer before they can start assaulting the other 2 flags that are not in their possession. And ESC are watching their chances of going to the offline finals here. 27 tickets remaining. This is looking pretty damn dire unless they turn it around on a dime. They've done it before. Can they do it again? Kremer trying desperately. But right now it's down to Malicium in a race towards A. Gets tagged in the side, but maybe he can turn this one around.
Absolutely outstanding stuff from ESC. You're right, though, that A site is going to be under some heavy fire. Hubsux is having none of it, though. He's not interested. He's going to be more about telling his team, just, okay, guys, C is the one you want. Kremer's the only man there for his team, and I think he's going to be playing the waiting game with this one, maybe accepting that site's loss at the cost of just having the element of surprise here. Oh, yes, he does. He gets just that. Manages to take down Benny before being put in his place by that ACW. Very nice play from the ESC side.
Oh my god, Tofi picked up a knife at the end, and I think, and B's still up for grabs. 14 tickets left, 8 on the board. This could go either way. If B goes over towards InFamous, it's game back on. They have nothing to work with Neron. Birds doing a 1v1. This could define who wins this game. 2 tickets remaining for InFamous. They're 1 ticket away from watching their chance towards the offline final step. There's the 8 tickets. 1 more will do the job, and ESC have secured it. Can you believe it? 1 more ticket. Everything up in the air right now. I think it's going to be GG. Surely InFamous might just walk away with C, and that could be the last ticket possible. And there you go. GG, well played is said. ESC are going through, ladies and gentlemen, on their 2nd time of asking. In the Go 4 rather than the standard groups, they finally make it through. But wow,
I mean,
what a game.
God, absolutely fantastic game. ESC, it's been just back and forth for them. I mean, no one can say they didn't fight for that one. And the fact that they fought so hard, really, I mean, it puts them in good stead going into the perhaps higher rated teams.
Absolutely unbelievable stuff. Wow. Really, really close game. ESC fought so hard for that, and I'm kind of surprised to not see InFamous going through to the offline finals. When they kind of slipped in the group stages, I was like, oh, okay, they've got the second chance in the Go 4s. Yeah. They'll be back. Not to be done. Credit to ESC. They fought so damn hard. And wow, yeah, great game through and through. I think we need to have a little look back at the brackets eventually, because a lot has been done today, a lot has been seen today, and there we have it. In the end, it was a 3-0 clean wipe for ESC in score. Maybe not in the individual maps alone, but ESC looking very competent, looking very collected. InFamous, though, had to play a huge amount of games to get there as well.
Wow, that was a great game. Thank you for the invite, of course, Lauren. It's been a pleasure.
You're more than welcome. So, ladies and gents, do make sure you head over to the ESL-1.com/Battlefield site. Check out all of the cups. Check out the brackets. Check out all the information behind this. See how hard the ESC just had to work there. They started off in a bit of a stacked bracket when they originally got to this point. They fought their way through. They finally got that last spot. They will be joining us in the offline finals now for those playoffs, and they have a lot of teams to take down, some incredible teams to say the very least. So to take you through it from Group A to the, Group D, let's call it for now. Group A, the qualifying teams were Epsilon and Exertus, pushing the likes of InFamous and No Mercy down and out. Obviously, we saw InFamous just then. And then, obviously, we did end up watching a couple more games into Group B. For example, Fnatic and Meet Your Makers coming across out of the likes of MHSV and ESC Gaming. So Group A and B, the teams who weren't able to make it there, had to go through to those Go 4 finals. Group C, it's Gamers Connection and Planet Key Dynamics out of Team Dignitas and My Revenge unable to make it here. And then the final group, the final chance, the Go 4 finals. If you battled hard enough through the Go 4s and you positioned high enough with those points, you had that chance at glory. Alson impressed. My Revenge looked good. But even better than them was ESC and InFamous, who fought hard, fought bravely. Just sadly, InFamous stumbled at that last final hurdle. So congratulations to Epsilon, Exertus, Fnatic, Meet Your Makers, GC Esports, Planet Key Dynamics, and now ESC, joined by Vox from the Oceanic qualifiers. So all in all, a phenomenal selection of teams going through to the offline finals. Not too far away from now. I'm sure there'll be a post up pretty damn soon for all of you guys asking. And we have a very good announcement towards that one. So at the end of the day, Alex, thank you so much for joining me here in the studio. And I was turning around to my right, imagining you were there. You weren't. It was an empty place. It's very sad, but all in all, it has been a pleasure casting with you today. So thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
So guys at home, do make sure you follow him on Twitter at MachineTV. You can see it right there where he should be sitting. And obviously follow me on Twitter at They Call Me Pansy if you so desire. Do give us feedback from today's show. This is the first official cast with Alex that we've done here in the studio, so do let us know your thoughts towards it. We always appreciate your feedback. And guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you've enjoyed the show, make sure you follow on Twitter, on Facebook. Go check out the site. Make sure you follow down there on Twitch TV, hitting that follow button. Every time we go live, you'll be notified. And especially because we're not too far away from those offline finals, you want to make sure you're keeping up to date. So guys, If you've enjoyed it, make sure you do all the previous things I've just told you. But hopefully you have, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys towards those offline finals.